Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christos Konginos. I am a researcher in the Decision Support Systems Lab of the National Technical University of Athens, and I am here to present to you a paper entitled Decentralized Qualifications, Verification and Management for Learner Empowerment, Education, Reengineering and Public Sector Transformation, the QualiChain project. These are the contents of my presentation today, so let's move forward to the scope of the current work. In today's society, formal and non-formal education credentials play an important role not only for holders of such diplomas and degrees, but also for human resource management processes in public and private organizations. However, the degree of digitization in the sector is lagging, as certificates are still paper-based and verification processes are very time-consuming. Blockchain is one technology that can be considered for developing trustworthy solutions for digital certificates, given its native characteristics for decentralization, visibility, and verification of transactions. Additionally, the computational intelligence found in analytics and decision support can help develop added value services, while gamification can help develop more personalized approaches for the stakeholders of such domains. Under this context, the present publication presents QualiChain, an EU-funded project that aims to revolutionize the domain of public education, as well as its interfaces with the labor market, policy making, and public sector administrative procedures, by disrupting the way accredited educational titles and other qualifications are archived, managed, shared, and verified. In an era that every single piece of information around us is digitized and being exploited via innovative technological solutions in a variety of value-adding ways, education certificates are largely resisting the pull of technology, as they are still held in diverse formats in siloed databases, often involving time-consuming manual processes for their verification. In education, certificates confirm the achievement of certain learning outcomes and are, until today, mostly issued on paper or other physical formats. Paper certificates have their advantages, such as being easy to store and difficult to forge due to built-in security features. However, they also create several issues, such as dependence from accrediting authorities for their issuing and verification, as well as vulnerability to loss and damage. Additionally, lying about education and employment credentials is a common problem, as it has become very easy to counterfeit academic diplomas and certificates, or even buy degrees from fake degree websites. The aforementioned challenges create problems when education credentials are requested as a means of ratifying decisions regarding either personnel recruitment or individuals' further admission in other educational programs. The recruitment of personnel by an organization is a lengthy process that comes along with combing through hundreds of candidates' resumes, weeding out the unqualified ones, and narrowing down the rest into a group of potential recruits, whose qualifications and academic degrees have to be checked and validated on a case-by-case basis. These challenges do not limit to the actual task of recruiting, but extend to a wider set of processes, indicatively encompassing personnel allocation and reallocation, staff mobility and skills development, and evaluation, most of which fall under the notion of competency management. Disruptive technologies such as blockchain, algorithmic techniques, data analytics, and semantics, and innovative concept gamification offer solutions to challenges. Particularly, blockchain technology, as a decentralized, permanent, unalterable store of information, can help with archiving and trust issues, as well as provide a frictionless method for transacting with others, whereas computational intelligence found in the technological domains of algorithmic techniques, data analytics, and semantic analysis may facilitate decision-making and optimize work practices and procedures. Education practice engagement. Under circumstances, this publication presents QualiChain, a project targeting the creation, piloting, and evaluation of a distributed platform for storing, sharing, and verifying academic and employment qualifications that will focus on the assessment of the potential of the aforementioned combination of technologies for disrupting the domain of education. QualiChain is a project that aspires to investigate and provide evidence on the transformative impact of disruptive technologies such as blockchain, semantics, data analytics, and gamification in the domain of public education, as well as the interfaces of the latter with the fields of private education, the labor market, and public sector administrative procedures. The concept and focus of the project lie more specifically in the design, implementation, piloting, and thorough evaluation in terms of benefits, risks, and other potential implications of the QualiChain technological solution, a distributed platform targeting the storage, sharing, and verification of academic and employment qualifications. At this point, attention has to be drawn to the fact that although originally inspired from the field of public education and the need to transform certificates, archiving, and management, as well as to fight fraud around education awards, QualiChain Concept has practically a much larger scope as its services transcend the mere validation of training certificates and bring forward solutions to major challenges of both public and private interest, such as those of lifelong learning, recruitment, mobility, better linking education with the labor market, and others, thereby accommodating the needs of several stakeholders. QualiChain Services will be structured along two main pillars. In short, the first pillar will be grounded upon QualiChain's main technological foundations, namely blockchain and semantics, enabling educational awards and other qualifications archiving and storing, awards verification, the latter incorporating equivalence verification as well as qualifications portfolio management. The second pillar will build upon QualiChain baseline services to offer, with the help of the computational intelligence embodied in data analytics and decision support algorithms, as well as gamification techniques, a set of more advanced services, including career counseling, intelligent profiling, and competency management, and within the context of the latter, recruitment and evaluation support and consulting. QualiChain will deliver an open source solution comprising of standalone components, as can be seen by the architecture figure, and an integrated environment to facilitate its adoption by the different stakeholders according to their needs. To deliver the services and functionalities prescribed in the QualiChain concept in the previous section, the envisaged QualiChain platform logic layer consists of three main components, namely a validation and verification engine, a profiling and career management engine, and a recruitment and competency management engine, composed in turn by 11 modules. The validation and verification engine will be responsible for registering from scratch newly awarded certificates and achievements, as well as for ratifying claims around the possession of certain awards and qualifications. The profiling and career management engine will be responsible for the functionalities required for the management of individual users' digital portfolio, aka digital learning ledger, where the latter can archive and access their achievements, qualifications, and work experience with the purpose of showcasing them to third parties. Finally, the recruitment and competency management engine will include functionalities for competency management at both strategic and tactical level, addressed to corporate users, the latter including not only education providing institutions, but also public authorities, private companies, and policymakers. From an end-user perspective, and regarding the QualiChain platform presentation layer, the solution lays emphasis on intuitiveness and features beside the aforementioned management interfaces, appropriate authentication and authorization interfaces for all targeted stakeholder groups, namely accredited and corporate. Finally, the QualiChain data access layer envisages storage and retrieval of data from blockchain records regarding awards and qualifications, as well as from the web to the extent related statistics, job postings, and other learning and career development opportunities are concerned. To test and validate the projected platform in its respective domains, it will be implemented in 4 distinct pilot use cases, split between academia, private, and public organizations in 4 distinct pilot use cases. Specifically, the QualiChain pilots are the following. Cross-university degree equivalence verification. Within this pilot use case, QualiChain will develop a methodology for representing the semantics of educational credentials to support cross-institution and cross-context mapping between different forms of certifications. Existing vocabularies that describe learning goals and topics will be reused and extended to build a detailed knowledge model describing the entities relevant to educational accreditation and their relationships to each other in the form of an ontology. The second use case is named Smart Curriculum Design and University Process Optimization. This use case will be implemented in the School of Electrical and Computer Engineering of the National Technical University of Athens. It will take advantage of QualiChain's analytics and decision support capabilities to analyze the current skill level of students, the school's curriculum, and the labor market's requirements for the school's graduates to provide decision support for optimizing the school's curriculum. Additionally, this pilot will leverage the blockchain ledger to verify student skills and qualifications with smart badges. The third pilot use case, called staffing the public sector, lies in using the QualiChain platform and services for supporting and simplifying public sector recruitment and competency management procedures. Given that recruitment in public administration must be based on the principles of transparency and fairness, on blockchain to manage and verify the applications and other supporting documents submitted by candidates. Additionally, the recruitment and competency management services of QualiChain will be used to automate applications checking and candidates assessment and selection procedures, and respectively for supporting decisions related to the allocation of human resources within the public sector or employee mobility issues. The fourth pilot, entitled Provision of HR Consulting and Competency Management Services, will explore blockchain for easily checking and ensuring the availability of certain competencies in an individual curriculum. Also, data analytics methodologies and algorithms will be applied for the effective matching of skills, qualifications, and competencies with job description requirements, not only for external selection, but also for internal mobility. Semantic technologies will be used to support corporate training and career management throughout the entire individual's job evolution. To conclude, the project has gathered the interest of the research community due to the innovative combination of technologies that it will leverage and the fact that it aims to create value to all stakeholders in the domains tackled. This is also reflected in the complexity of QualiChain's technical solution and the number of distinct pilot cases in which it will be implemented. The innovation potential of QualiChain is very strong as it focuses on a domain, that of education credentials, that has largely resisted the pull of technology, and where the improvement potential in the processes of certificates archiving, management, and verification, the information flow among stakeholders, and the opportunity for offering value-adding services on top of the aforementioned processes and developing new business and education models is literally huge. Disrupting any, or even more than one, of the aforementioned aspects can lead to substantial efficiency, productivity, and transparency impacts, which should in turn have noticeable positive societal, economic, political, and cultural effects. Thank you for your attention.